Namo Adida Phat. Thanks so much for joining me for our daily practice check-in. Listen, listen, listen. This wonderful sound calls us back to our true home. The first mindfulness training. Aware of the suffering caused by the destruction of life, I vow to cultivate compassion and learn ways to protect the lives of people, animals, plants, and minerals. I'm determined not to kill, not to let others kill, and not to condone any act of killing in the world, in my thinking, or in my way of life. For our Dharma lesson, we've been reading Abundant, Exalted, Immeasurable by Ajahn Pasanno. And we're beginning chapter 5 today, Questions and Answers. Let's begin the question and answer session. It looks like there is a veritable blizzard of questions. That's always encouraging. Question. Can you speak a little bit about samatha vipassana and explain the difference between serenity and equanimity? Answer. Samatha vipassana is actually a commentarial division. Samatha is about tranquility, vipassana about insight. This has a scriptural basis to a certain extent, but as the commentaries tried to systematize the teachings and methodologies, there was a division into distinct realms and separate practices. Samatha includes concentration and tranquility practices. Vipassana practices are insight techniques. I tend to lean much more towards the earliest tradition. The Buddha himself didn't draw huge distinctions between the two. Also, my teacher Ajahn Chah didn't teach in a way that drew large distinctions between them. Oftentimes he said, samatha vipassana is kind of like a green mango and a ripe mango, same mango, but it's part of the process of ripening. The aspects of concentration, settling the mind, unification, creating tranquility, are part of the same process of ripening. The reflective, investigative, contemplative aspects of the practice are part of the same spectrum of practice and training. They depend on each other. A proficiency in both of these aspects of training is required for the mind, the heart, to ripen in relinquishment and liberation. There's a difference between serenity and equanimity. Serenity is often used as a translation for samatha, tranquility or peaceful abiding of the mind. This is more the result of a concentration and focusing practice. Equanimity is a bit more nuanced in the sense that it is, first, a Brahma-vihara, part of the spectrum of loving-kindness, compassion, sympathetic joy, and equanimity. These are sublime, lofty states of mind that result in a very refined state of consciousness. Equanimity is also an enlightenment factor. The 7 factors of enlightenment taught by the Buddha are mindfulness, reflection on Dhamma, effort, joy, tranquility, concentration, and equanimity. Equanimity is also a factor of wisdom in the sense of the mind becoming very stable, steady, and unshakable because of an abiding involving both emotion and wisdom. So equanimity is a bit more nuanced. Samatha is just the settling of the mind, the peacefulness of the mind, a peaceful abiding. May all beings be well. May all beings be happy. May all beings be at peace. Namo Adida Phat. Thanks so much for joining me today.